Yeah, it's Lambchop Cookalong. Join the kids and play along. We got a lot of good stuff for you. And you. And you. And you. And you. Yeah, and especially you.
Welcome. I'm Bob Vissyschwap, and welcome to Lambchop's Cookalong. Well, today we're going to be doing something we've wanted to do for a long, long time. It all started with a letter from S. Lewis that we got from Vancouver. She's having a big wing-ding from one of her very close friends, Mr. Chuck Horse, and she wanted to get a really fine hunk of meat to cook. Well, after a lot of research, we came up with probably the most expensive hunk of meat in the United States, and believe it or not, it comes from public television. That's right, it costs $120. So we sent our donation in, and boom, 7 months later, we got our bonus item.
Hey, Bob, what are we doing today?
Here's Lambchop now. So, the meal today is going to consist of a whole bunch of these things that grow in the garden and some of the other stuff that's spread around here. So, you ready to get started? All right, we're going to start with some carrots. We'll have to be finely chopped. I'm talking fine. So we cut these carrots. You like carrots? Yeah. You don't want to cut your fingers. That's the main thing. We don't really care what the taste is like. Just don't cut your fingers. When you start doing this, you know, this is much too fine. Watch your knuckles, too. This is no good. We don't want that. It's got to be like this. This is the good stuff. You know, all the juice comes out that way.
You're really good at this,
Don't get too close to this knife. Wouldn't want to hurt you now. So, put that in there. All right, big, fine cuts like that. All right, now this.
Pretty big.
All right, broccoli. This stuff will liven up any meal. And the sweetest part of it is, there is no sweet part. You don't even cut it. You just throw it in whole, and by the time that cooks down, it's going to look like, well, something you wouldn't want to eat. We've been getting a lot of letters saying, hey, Bob, what's the best vegetable to use when you're cooking lamb chops? Cooking with lamb chop. And the answer is, the answer is green pepper. And the thing that I want you to remember about green pepper is there's only one part of it that you can use, because the other stuff tastes lousy. All right, can we get a tight shot? I'll show you which is the best part of the green pepper. Okay, what you have to remember is every green pepper, you have to look very closely. Every green pepper has a little mark like this, right here. Now, it's a little black mark. Now you cut, what you do is you count clockwise from that right over to the third thing here. You cut that little piece off, okay? Just that one little piece. That's the sweetest part. Throw that crap away and use that. All right. You don't remember anything else from this show, remember that. Right, lamb chop? Get that damn thing out of your mouth. All right, now we've come to the part where we want to talk about the main ingredient. Well, I'm getting a little bit thirsty, so... lamb chop.
Yeah?
Could you hand me that beer over there?
Sure.
What do you like? We'll be right back. I'm going to heat up the oven. I'll be back in a second. Welcome back to Lambchop's Cookalong. And so far, this is what your dish should kind of look like, in manner of speaking. It might look a little bit different than that, but at this point, I don't think Lambchop's aware of what's going on. So, we're going to be using several other ingredients before we pop this baby in the oven. We're talking about barbecue sauce, the old dillweed, which some of the crew has been getting into, mustard, and well, various other things that you'll get in the recipe if you send in for it later. And let's see, what should we start with first? Oh, yes, the barbecue sauce, because this is going to be the main taste treat. All right, so you just want to get all the areas covered with this stuff, because this is, like I said, this is where the main taste is going to come from, other than the the meat portion, which we really laid out some heavy bucks for. but it all goes for a good cause. Yeah, public TV. So, yeah, it's pretty well covered with that. All right. Whew, boy, that's getting warm. Hey, put a little bit of that on there. It's not going to hurt anything either. All right. So, now you take the lid. Oh, wait. Don't ever forget this. This is the piece de resistance. But it's actually an apple. And you stick that baby in there. Try not to get too much of this stuff on your fingers because it doesn't feel very good. Oh yeah! Can we get a tight shot of this? Is this beautiful? Okay. This looks appetizing right now, but wait till you see it after it's cooked. Remember, again, we're using very, very fresh meat. So to be absolutely precautionary about this thing, in case something should happen inside here, like you might wake up. We want to make sure that the meat isn't going to go anywhere, all right? Because that could cause a problem for us, so we use a little cooking C-clamp. All right, that animal is not going anywhere. By the way, a side dish that you might want to think about is the hush puppy potatoes, which are really delicious and kind of add. We didn't do any potatoes with this, so this is something you might. Anyway, the oven is all preheated. Remember, 600 degrees, going for 8-9 hours, something like that. So let's go into the kitchen. Okay, it's been about 8 hours and we've been cooking at, what, 600 degrees. It should be mighty crispy now, just the way we wanted it to be. Whew, yes. At least crispy. Whew, this thing is flaming. But that's what you want. You want a high temperature on this. And then let's just see if it is done. It should be because, oh yeah. I wish you could smell this. That's Krylon and dill mixed together. Is that beautiful? Is that a beautiful dish? Whew, that is mighty hot. Mighty, mighty, mighty hot. And that'll serve about 4 people or whoever you might have coming over. You know what I'm talking about? Whew, I'm telling you, it's hot. That's all for this week. Now, if you want the recipe for the lamb chop, just send $120 to me, Bob Vichyssoise. You get not only the lamb chop exclusive meat to put in the pan, but the recipe also. And this is the final show in our series. I want you to join me here next week on Bob Vichyssoise's cooking show, when we'll be doing the Civil War cooking show with special guests Luciano Pavarotti, Fred Trost, and my brand new co-host, Barney the Dinosaur. So, until next week, I'm Bob Vichyssoise. Goodbye.
I can't believe you guys.